welcome back to Weekend Pulse. Many of us who have pets are animal lovers, and we're faced with difficult questions when those pets pass away. Joey has an opportunity to talk with an author, a chaplain, and former police dog handler who's done some research on the question of, do animals go to heaven? Joey?
We've got a special guest with us today on the WGTK guest line. You know, we talk about our pets often on this show, and all of you know my love of pets. I have two Cocker Spaniels, Blackjack and Coco, and my wife and I, years ago, when we first met and started dating, she had a black Cocker Spaniel by the name of Blackberry, and Blackberry was just the love of her life, and Blackberry lived to be 14, and when we lost Blackberry, it was just a devastating event for us, and of course, being Christians, one of the things that we talked about during that process was, will we see Blackberry again in heaven? So we're talking today with a gentleman, Chaplain Mike Neil. He's the senior chaplain for the Washington State Patrol and Department of Fish and Wildlife. He served 30 years as a fish and wildlife officer, 15 years as a police firearms instructor, and 16 years as a police dog handler. So he's had that special relationship with some of these canines. And it's no secret that Mike is a born-again Christian. And Mike has written a book called The Miracle of Africa. And in the book, he says, people say animals have no eternal soul, but I found it hard to believe. The character of God I know would not create all the beautiful, wonderful animals in our world and deny them eternal life. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on.
So walk us through what got you started thinking about this topic of whether or not we will see animals in heaven.
Well, losing a police dog actually brought me to my knees. We had a merger in 1994 between the Department of Fisheries and the Department of Wildlife, and a new administration came in and said, police dog, I don't think so much. And I had my dog trained for meat detection, tracking human scent, officer protection, kind of dog that would give his life for you. And it was a black German Shepherd, looked like a black bear, big head, 105 pounds, really laid back, the kind of dog that would lay by the fireplace. And, I had 3 different police dogs, but I began to look into their eyes, and there's more going on in there than we can even believe. We look at dogs, we think they're dumb because they can't speak. But they have this incredible worldview. They see the world through their nose. They smell and perceive things we can't even understand. And we think they're dumb. They smell maybe 10,000 or 1,000,000 times more than what we can. And they have a worldview about God that is matchless.
I'm not so sure that sometimes they don't have a better sense of their Creator than we do.
I think they do, because in the book of Job it says, ask the animals and they will tell you, for which of these does not know the hand of God has done all this? Well, people are made in God's image, and it was only humans that were given a choice about God. Animals don't have a choice. It's the way life is. God exists to them. But God also does not allow animals to give their testimony. They give a silent testimony that points to God, but they don't allow animals to speak directly to us, because if they did tell us about their faith, it would take away our choice.
Yes, and again, it's you build such a relationship with these